It's that time again. Get your weekly planners out and let's see what the magic of the moon has in store for you. Hello, beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. And in this video, I'll be going over the planetary shifts and moon cycles for the week of October 24th through October 30th. This way you will know exactly how these shifts will affect your mood and manifesting power. And all I ask in return is that you give that like button a little tap. A baby tap. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. So this week we have a new moon partial solar eclipse in Scorpio, Jupiter retrograde goes into Pisces, Mercury enters Scorpio, and Mars will be going retrograde, which is a lot of energy, so let's jump right into it. On Monday, October 24th, we will start the week out with a moon in Libra, which will be forming an intensifying aspect with Jupiter, which will still be retrograde in Aries, and a positive aspect with Saturn in Aquarius. So the following information, although it will apply to all of us, will be especially true for those of you with the moon in Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So the moon's relationship with Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion, growth, and prosperity, will amplify your tendency to give into addictive behavior or bad habits. So it will be so important in order to prepare for Monday to set boundaries for yourself and stick to them. The way you start your day and start your week will set the tone for the remainder of the week, so you don't want to give into temptation. For example, if you have a goal to be healthy this week, don't start your day with a mukbang burger. And the moon's relationship with Saturn will bring you strength and the reminder that leaning on traditional values can be a really good idea. So Monday's theme is stick to what you know is right for you and prove to yourself that you are capable of being responsible and consistent with your goals. You don't have anyone to answer to but yourself, so impress yourself, and that will just infuse you with more confidence in who you are and what you're capable of. And that'll take us into Tuesday, October 25th, where the moon will shift into Scorpio at 7:18 a.m. Universal Time, which will be leading into the new moon energy that will be coming your way when the moon reaches its new phase at 10:49 a.m. Universal Time, which will be forming a positive aspect with Venus in Scorpio and a challenging aspect with Jupiter still retrograde in Aries. So because this is a new moon, let me first break down the effect of the new moon for each moon sign before I go into the relationship the new moon will form with Venus and Jupiter. So this new moon in Scorpio will be especially emotional, with major possibilities in terms of new beginnings and new perspectives for those of you that have a moon in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It will also be positive with potential to open new doors of perspective for those of you that have a moon in Virgo or Capricorn. And it will be a positive energy but will make your emotions deeper and more powerful, which could bring up some challenges in your romantic relationships while bringing the opportunity for resolution and clarity if your moon is in Taurus. And it will be a balancing energy with major transformative properties for those of you with the moon in Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, or Libra. And it will have the potential for positive change, yes, but it will likely bring up emotional conflict and challenges in your romantic relationships, giving you the chance to resolve any unresolved issues if your moon is in Leo or Aquarius. So that's how the new moon will affect each individual moon sign, and the following information will be how the new moon's relationship with Venus and Jupiter will affect everyone, with it most intensely influencing those of you that have a moon in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So the moon's relationship with Venus, the planet of love, romance, and money, three of my favorite things. This connection will be incredible for romantic interaction. This brings the energy of soulmate connection, amplifying your attractiveness, your charisma, and your ability to express affection and love. So this new moon can be a time of finding new love, deepening a love that you're already in, and even resolving issues with someone that you've been experiencing disconnect with. And that could be a friend, a family member, or a romantic connection. Now, the new moon's relationship with Jupiter is going to let you know if you're on the right path or not. And by this I mean, if following the new moon's energy, you feel like things are going your way and opportunities seem to be coming up and working out, then yes, you are on the right path. So keep doing what you're doing. However, if you feel that challenges are around every corner and everything just seems to be more difficult than usual, then this is just the universe's way of helping you shift gears. Don't get down on yourself. Just ask yourself, how can I improve? What lessons have I learned? And how do I take those lessons and allow them to inform me on what changes I can make in order to get different results? Remember, new moons are all about new beginnings. So this is a chance for a reset if you've been needing one. So hit that reset button and make sure that you are doing things differently moving forward, because in order to get different results, you have to have a different perspective. And that all starts with you asking yourself, What can you do differently? And this will take us into Wednesday, October 26th, where the moon will remain in Scorpio, continuing that exciting energy of transformation, new beginnings, and truth. And then we go into Thursday, October 27th, where the moon will shift into Sagittarius at 10:55 a.m. Universal Time, which will be forming a challenging aspect with Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So the following information, although it does apply to everyone, will be especially intense for those of you with a moon in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So the moon's relationship with Neptune, the planet of intuition, of spirituality, dreams, and delusions, can lead you to reading into something and then reacting to the story that you've created in your head based on speculation. So the way to counterbalance this energy and save yourself from a world of trouble is to remember, when you're in doubt, or when you get triggered, or when you get a feeling of some sort about what someone said or about how they were acting, instead of reading the signs and forming your own opinion of what it all must mean, just communicate and get the facts. Talk to the person directly. Ask direct questions to get the necessary answers so you can decide how you want to move forward based on the facts. I know for myself, having a moon in water, there have been times where I may hear something or someone does something that I would initially want to take personally. But instead, as I learned more about astrology and as I learned more about my chart, I would learn that asking a question like, what exactly did you mean by that? Because I'm not quite sure how to feel about it yet. Asking that question really helps get the information, because then the person can say, either I was just joking or this is exactly what I meant. Then, based on that factual information that you're receiving from the person, then you can decide how you feel about it and how you want to move forward. Getting the facts could end up proving that your initial feeling was correct, but at least you know whatever decision you make from that point on is going to be based in truth, based on the facts of the situation. And you can never go wrong with the truth. And this will take us into Friday, October 28th, where the moon will remain in Sagittarius, continuing that energy of revealing the truth and moving forward in that power. This will also be the same day that Jupiter shifts from retrograde in Aries to retrograde in Pisces. So those of you that have a natal Jupiter in Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, you are going to have a nice good luck phase coming your way from October 28th to December 20th, when Jupiter goes back into Aries. Leading us into a great energy for the weekend on Saturday, October 29th, where the moon will shift into Capricorn at 1:21 p.m. Universal Time, which will be forming a positive aspect with Mercury, which will be shifting into Scorpio on the same day, and a positive aspect with Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So the following information will apply to everyone, but will be most influential to those of you with the moon in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So the moon's relationship with Mercury, the sign of communication and learning, will heighten your ability to speak effectively, and it will also heighten the probability of you making strong, important connections with people that will not only be supportive to you, but they will also have the potential of assisting you on your journey of achieving whatever it is that you're working towards achieving. So if you've been wanting help, or if you've been afraid to approach someone in a romantic way even, this Capricorn moon could be a great time to make that move, because the odds are in your favor that the exchange will be a positive one. And the moon's relationship with Uranus, the planet of awakenings and change, will not only bring about the possibility of unforeseen good fortune, which is always great news, but this will also make everyone much more open to change. So if you have to negotiate with anyone or work as a team in any way, the energy will be much more open and less rigid, which will also support positive outcomes. Now the moon will be in Capricorn, so in order to be persuasive and really tap into this open mind energy, you may have to present some information that's based in logical facts and be able to represent what your point is, but that's more about just making sure that the person feels comfortable with the decision. Instead of just hoping that they go along with your suggestion, make sure you have some information to back up what it is that you're requesting or what it is that you're suggesting. And this will take us into Sunday, October 30th, where the moon will remain in Capricorn, continuing that positive energy. But as we know, life can't always be sunshine and rainbows, and that fact will be proven because on this same day, Mars will be going retrograde. And just so you all know, generally speaking, what this means is Mars, being the planet of ambition, desire, and passion, when it goes retrograde, it causes the energy of action to be less direct and more strategic and manipulative. And because it will be retrograde in Gemini, be ready for arguments and meltdowns based on communication and misunderstandings. So the best way to prepare for and deal with this energy is to always go directly to solution-oriented communication. If someone approaches you with what you did or what you said that made them angry, instead of defending your point and explaining to them why they're wrong or why they shouldn't feel the way that they feel, always ask them, what is it they would need from you in order to feel better? This way you can find out if they're coming to you with a request or if they just want to argue. If they have a request, great, you have something to work with. If they just want to argue, well, you have the power to say, that sort of exchange is small energy, and you know what we always say here on my channel, you don't do small energy. So just disconnect and keep it moving while letting them know if they decide what they want in terms of a request in order to reconnect, then you're open to that. And then you can re-engage when they have that information. But until then, you will shift your energy elsewhere. And if it's someone that actually triggers you and you get angry with them, make sure before you go to them and tell them what they did wrong and why it was messed up or why you would never do that to them, make sure you go to them with what you know your proposed resolution is in terms of an action that they can take that's gonna make you feel better about the situation. It's not a connecting conversation to just go someone and dump on them why they were wrong. Even if you're completely justified in your point, dumping that information on them does not create resolution, and it definitely doesn't create connection. So you want to make sure if you go to someone expressing to them how what they did made you feel, which you have every right to do, just make sure you follow it up with, and this is what I would like in order to feel better. That way you can make sure that no matter what comes your way, you're doing your part to heighten the probability that it will end in resolution. And this Mars retrograde will last until January 12th of 2023. So it will be important to be prepared, to be proactive, and to be optimistic that if you stay in your truth and act in your soul's best interest, then you will make it through this Mars retrograde with no problem at all. Okay, so there you have it. The magic of the moon and other planetary shifts and aspects for the upcoming week of Monday, October 24th through Sunday, October 30th. I hope you all enjoyed the information. If you did, don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.